You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Above all, be the hero and heroine of your life, not the victim. A very warm and auspicious morning to the gathering, Reverend Sister Flora, and you all my dear friends gathered here. Today, I, Tadu Roshni,
I Tadu Dovi,
I Taikuku,
I Takamana,
I Suman Nayo.
we, the students of Class 10 of Holy Cross Higher Secondary School, representing Group 8, are here to discuss on the topic, Women Empowerment. So here we would like to begin. It was a day of holiday when 5 friends were sitting together and busy on their own work.
Hey guys, look at this woman. What an inspirer she is.
Yeah.
Who is she?
Okay, let me tell you all nicely. Her name is Maya Vishwakarma. She is popularly known as the bad woman of India. She calls herself the standing example of dire repercussion caused to all the girls and women by the taboo and stigma around menstruation.
Wait. But why is she called the bad woman of India?
It is because Maya did not have any access to sanitary napkins until the age of 26. Can you just imagine how difficult it must have been for her? It is not her fault though, because she was born in a family of agricultural laborers in a small village, Narsingu district of Madhya Pradesh. Due to all the struggles she had until she was 26, she had to face many health issues later on, thus triggering her ambition to remedy the situation. Oh, and look what she said. During my first period when I was in 9th grade, I was told to use cloth instead of pad. And I continued to do so until I finally had access to sanitary napkins at the age of 26. However, the unhygienic methods in those formative years left a mark as it caused several infections. All this made me realize if such a thing can happen to an educated person like me, then what about all the women living in rural areas shrouded in lack of awareness? That is when I knew I had to do something to change it. Revolutionaries everywhere. But guys, the caption down here says #Women Empowerment. What exactly is that?
Oh, okay, you're asking what is women empowerment, right?
Yes.
I know about it because just the day before yesterday, we discussed about it in our class. So let me tell you all about what is women empowerment. Empowerment can be defined in many ways, but when talking about women's women empowerment is all about equipping and allowing women to make self-determining decisions to the various difficulties in the society. Women are empowered when they have access to opportunities without any limitations or restrictions, as in the field of education, profession, and in their way of life. There are some parts in India where when a girl passes her 10th or 12th, the society says, "Why don't you get married and start a family, you know?" Or, if a girl chooses to make her profession, take for example sports, the society says, "Why take up sports? It's only for boys. Why don't you just become a teacher or a nurse?" As we all know, we live in a patriarchal society where whatever a man does is acceptable and is considered right, but when the same thing is done by a woman, it's considered to be a taboo, and she is given name tags such as manhus. There are still some parts in India where women are not educated, are not able to speak up for their rights, and are just stuck in the kitchens. Women empowerment can only be achieved when women and men are given equal rights and opportunities. Women empowerment is a revolution that gains strength every time she walks on the street for her office, every time she takes the streets and protests, or proudly says, "Me too." And the revolution happens when she takes up a little more space than she did the day before, and the man who knows her says, "I stand in solidarity with you." So I hope you all understood what is women empowerment, right? So did I. But why? Why is women empowerment so important?
While you were speaking about the literal meaning of women empowerment, I was searching about the importance of it because, of course, it grew my curiosity. It's so important for women's self-esteem and also for societies. Empowering women is to give women the rights. Women can have equal rights to participate in education, society, economic, and politically. Women can involve in societies as they are glad to choose any religious, word, language, and other activities. Empowering women is essential to health and social development of families, societies, and country. When women are living safe, fulfilled, and productive lives, they can reach their full potential. Empowering girls is the key to economic growth, social transformation, and political stability. So guys, the thing is that I have fully understood the literal meaning and importance of women empowerment, but I wonder what impact does it have in our country?
Well, it does have a major impact in our country, Suman, because there are important articles present in our country. So let me tell you about them one by one. Number 1, Article 16. It provides for equality of opportunity for all the citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. Number 2, Article 39. It requires the state to direct its policy towards securing men and women equally the right to an adequate means of livelihood and equal pay for equal work. Number 3, Article 243 D3 and D3. It provides that not less than 1/3 of the total number of seats in panchayats and constituencies are to be reserved for women in panchayats and municipalities. Number 4, Article 243 D4 and T4. It provides that not less than 1/3 of the total number of offices of chairperson in the panchayat or municipalities are to be reserved for women. So these are the important articles present in our constitution. But I would like to add one more point to it. That is, the office of the chairperson in the panchayat at the village or any other level shall be reserved for SCs, STs and women in such manner as the legislature by statement by law provide.
Well, I agree to all that you have said, but only making laws and rights and adding them to constitution is not enough. Though there are importance of women empowerment in India, but still, women's empowerment is heavily dependent upon many variables that includes locations such as urban and rural, educational status, social status, and age. Also, policies on women empowerment even exist at different levels, that is, national, state, and local levels, and also in many other small sectors. However, there are significant gaps between policies advancement and actual practice at community level. So though there are importance of women empowerment and many laws and rights, but the most important thing is its implementation, execution, and moreover, its final result. Let's just take a simple example. In India, more and more girls and women are enrolled in school nowadays, and are even more successful in completing their boards as compared to boys. But as I said earlier, implementation is more important, and as a result, there is no proper implementation of education too in India. So, the girls are compelled to drop out of their studies before graduation. In a country with strong traditional influences embarked on us from a young age, we often fail to question the concept of prejudice, a relatively rigid structure that is imposed on us from a young age. We, women, are treated as though we are born with the blueprints of being caretakers. You all will agree with me when I say women are treated as though they are born with the DNA of being primary caretakers. What about the father and the boys? Also, mothers are compelled to see that the house is in order, children are well nourished and well educated. But actually, that's not a big problem. Any one of us gathered here can do this. But the actual problem is, how can the mothers do this when they aren't self-educated? So though I agree with your points, but I even stick on to mine that only making laws and rights is not important. It's not important. But the most and the very important thing is its implementation, execution, and moreover, its final result.
Yes, we have only spoken about the positive effects of women empowerment, but by hearing your point of view, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm so glad today we all learned many important things about women empowerment.
I think today was meant for us to learn about women empowerment. And so see what I've got. Such a beautiful quote by Mahatma Gandhi. I've shared it to you all, just check it in your phone. Let's all read it together. Educate a man and you educate a person. Educate a woman and you educate a family. Thank you.